Everyone, sit around the campfire as I tell you a story about the most cursed Kirka update of them all. Anyways, so recently Zip released the Halloween update and it was okay. I don't want to bash on him too hard, as for there were things that I did actually like about the update, but I don't really want to just sit here and glaze him, as for there are more things that I dislike about the update than what I like about this update. Community involvement is what I like to see within the community, whether it be a competition, a tournament, or just anything. It's always good to see. And I think Zip did a good job trying to bring in the community together for a good cause. There were a lot of cool characters and skins that were made for this contest, and a lot of them were actually added into the game. They were added into the shop, and these Halloween chests that you can buy for 1,500 coins, or watch an ad for 100 of them. Yeah, these were not fairly distributed at all. Only having to wait 1 minute for 100 of these chests that cost 1,500 coins is not a good idea at all. It's clear with them being expensive that they're supposed to be somewhat rare, but all of the mythics that are in this chest have around 100 owners for each one, if not even more at this point. Not to mention the lack of quality control for these chests. I mean, look at King Drek. This skin is just bad. And so is Scary Girlfriend, but this is more of a meme gimmick skin based off of Scary Monster, so at least it makes sense. But King Drek, I mean, I hate to bash on the guy who made it, but it is just not well made for a character. I mean, there are other skins that could have totally taken its spot within the chest, but sadly, we're stuck with this. Also, I would like to talk about how almost every character is a mythic or a legendary. I feel as if some of these characters could just be dropped down. As for Franken James, it doesn't have to be a legendary. That could have been like an epic. Also, my character's name is wrong. It's not Fracken James, it's Franken James. You missed the N here. I even spelt it right in my submission, which made me even more confused because I thought I spelt it wrong in my submission, but no, Zip just didn't spell it right. Anyways, I will say this though, is that it's a really good way to get more community engagement. And that was 100% a step into the right direction to do this. But it was executed poorly. I mean, this character's texture is messed up. Did Zip not check the skins before releasing them? He has a bunch of people that make characters for this game, and if he could have asked any one of them to help fix it. But now it's messed up. Worst part is too, is that it actually looks good when it's not messed up. Now, I want to talk about the map making. So one of the main things was that you can change your keybinds for stuff in there, alongside with the new invisible block that has been asked since forever. But that's it, you know. And the invisible block is really great, and that is going to be really useful. Like, this is actually something that when I saw, I was really stoked about. But that's kind of it for that. Now, the big one. Zombie mode. There has been many complaints, and I want to get some out of the way. So, the score for this is atrocious. I mean, you can easily beat 1 million daily score, which was needed to be grinded for like the whole day. Like, you woke up at 1 in the morning, played Kirka, took 30-minute breaks for lunch and dinner and to go use the restroom, and then you hop back on until midnight. and then you got a million score. That's how it was done. With this game mode, it is just 10 times easier to do that. Though, however, I actually do find the game mode pretty enjoyable. The only issue that I have with it is that it wasn't very beginner friendly, as in I didn't know that you had to use the commands in the chat. Lastly, I want to talk about the big main thing, the drama. It all started with Zip dropping the update and how you could use commands in private servers. This could potentially let you kick people and help you manage people in your own private servers. You could kick people that you don't want in there. But this did cause a huge bug. See, you had the access to admin commands, and you could ban people with, like, you can ban people in the game and change their usernames, which is really powerful. And when you kicked someone, it would actually ban them, and when you banned them, it would give you their IP address. Obviously, if people find your IP address, they can find a lot of things about you, and of course there are bad actors within this community that would do bad things with this information. Of course, when people found out about this, they ran into general chat trying to tell Zip, hey, you know, you got this IP leaker in your game, you might want to fix this, you know. Turns out Zip was making everyone's costume for this year an admin, and that it was our fault for ruining it. Yes, you heard that right. It is the player base's fault that they got access to these admin commands that shouldn't be ours to begin with. Also with the ban, it would IP ban you, meaning that if you tested it on an alt, just like Slicer, you would actually be IP banned from the game, meaning you would have to use a VPN or just not play, because you couldn't play on your main. And after this public outcry, Izzy mentioned that Zip does not care about this game anymore. Now, for my thoughts on this statement, I do think that Zip does care about the community. And if that he didn't care about the community, then he wouldn't be doing these community events. He wouldn't have promoted stuff like Renzoon's Pro League and all these other things. However, I do understand Izzy's frustration, as for this update was kind of a mess. Later on, Night Carries will make a video on this update, and I would recommend you go watch it. As for, it's a really good video. It talks about a lot of the bugs and stuff that came from this update, and according to Night Carries, he got banned from the Discord server because he called sets bundles, which got him banned. Later on that same day, Vashist, a character maker, was also later banned because he called out Zip for having a fragile ego. So Zip, in retaliation, banned Vashist from the Discord server. Now, I want to give my general thoughts on all of this. I think overall the update was half-baked, and it was rushed out without full proper testing. Now, there are a lot of maps that were added into the game that was really cool to see, like some of my maps getting added. I really do appreciate that. That was really cool. But there are still things that need to be fixed. Some of the characters are just not good. Like King Drac, this skin is no bueno. It is pretty bad, and I don't know how it got in. And to Zip, if you are watching this, which there's probably a high chance you are, this is my message to you. Banning people that you don't like because they are speaking up on the bad only makes your character looks worse. You mentioned that if people would respect you, then you would make the game better. But people give their respect if the game and the future updates are good. Now, I understand frustration with being bashed all the time. And if they're not giving their thoughts on how to make it better, or just saying it's bad just to say it's bad, then I can understand that gets frustrating. I do hope it gets better from here. And about my verification, I would like to receive it back, but if not, it's ultimately your choice. And for everyone else, thank you for watching.